Oh god, the spawns are crazy. Hold on. What?
Hey, what's up, man?
Did that password work? I'm
Did.
assuming it did. Okay.
Yeah,
This,
jumping into the game.
are you well, once you get in, you'll notice with Teddy that this is already a very interesting game.
Oh, okay. I wonder if he goes vehicles. Oh, he goes bots from here. Okay.
What? What is the benefit of this?
So, say you walk over this way. Oh, let me draw on the map. If you
Yeah.
like walk here and make an LLT, and then walk here and make an LLT, like you get all of this for free. You can expand with your commander, and then you just like push out to here with bots. So
Yeah. Okay, I can kind of see that. I That's just, I mean, it's just, I've never seen anybody spawn here and do this. Like, I've seen them spawn here and kind of do what you're talking about, but they have their lab on, like, the high ground, right?
yeah,
But, like, this specifically, I have never seen.
I've seen Ragnar like transition into walking down here and making the lab after he does like the blitz start up here.
Yeah.
But this is the first time I've seen this. But I guess the theory still is the same, right? Like if you put an LLT here and an LLT here, like everything behind it is completely protected, right?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, it definitely threw me for a loop, I think, seeing this.
A Contra doing standard. He's making more ticks than usual. Usually he goes 5 ticks into con, but he does 7. Wow.
Maybe it's a leftover from his set against Ubivator, where, like, they're having a little more heavy tick war. And he's, like, they both seem to adjust their builds a little bit against each
Yeah.
other since they played each other multiple times.
This might work out really nice for him. I think he might get the Resbot and maybe a con.
Yeah, Teddy having no BP on his life. He walked the con like immediately. I guess he's gonna get the one grunt out immediately, but oh, he's definitely losing the reser.
So that's really, really nice pickup. So he put a lot of build power into that, right? And oh,
Yeah, and it is dead. Yeah, so Contra knows now, right? Like he look like now he knows where Teddy is, and doesn't this really hurt your build having to make the two LLTs here like Teddy has to?
um,
It slows you down, right?
yeah, he's on 3 mexes. But here's the thing: is like we're on core bots versus arm bots, right? So no matter what it might look like now, like
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, if these get in, that's so
this
bad.
is huge. Yeah, actually.
GG's,
GG.
yeah, I mean, it is kind of just GG, right? Like,
He needs to walk his commander back. Yeah.
oh god, the other ticks also sniping. Yeah, that's really bad. You know what? There's no understating that. That is just very, very bad.
Contra's in a good spot though. He's got a second con finishing and like construction group expanding south.
Yeah,
And man's north.
he's got a good macro going behind this. Oh man. Oh, if he loses the con on the lab, that grunt is stuck. Oh my god, that grunt got stuck.
Yeah. And another con goes down. Okay.
Oh. Oh, maybe
Right?
not. Maybe not. Oh, nope. This is, it's looking dicey for Teddy. It's looking rough.
Right, sorry.
You're good.
I like pressed the button and then sneezed instead of just not even pressing it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Contra's double his metal income right now. Like, whatever benefit you get from this build, I think is already, like, been nullified, right? Like, that's... Like, unless Teddy can get some return damage, I feel like he's just gonna get hard out macroed uh, by this kind of really rough start.
Yeah, Contra's in a great spot. He just finished a construction turret too, so
Yeah, so his E is gonna be pumping now with the wind scaling that's beginning. Whereas Teddy is, he's starting to E stall a bit. He doesn't really have good E scaling with the expansion that he's doing.
Something I noticed about Contra is he's a little lazy about his wind scaling.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can see it's just like a grid like in his main. Which,
Yeah.
like,
Uh,
if say I was coaching someone on like playing him, I'd be like, if you can get like 3 bombers in his base, like you would know you can get better value than like against someone who protects that or like spreads them out better. Maybe.
I guess that makes sense, right? You got a little per player like counter knowledge, I guess, or
Oh,
it's
for
like
sure. Yeah,
you can
yeah.
like immediately punish them for something that they constantly do, and I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, like say someone's like, oh, I've never played Alt F4 before. I'd be like, oh, he does 1 max tick opens, right? Like how many players do 1 max ticks, right? So it's like
Yeah.
it was definitely
Look, I got
like
to
shoddy out.
experience that personally today. You know.
Yeah. Did you play him or?
I did play Alta 4. He was my first person, the person I was against in the first set.
Oh, wait, he's like top 10 on the leaderboard, right? So
It did not go well. You know, there was maybe the first game was winnable, but we macro failed pretty hard. Let's just say, like pretty hard, and threw away a winnable game, I think. But you know, that is it's just 1v1 inexperience. That's how it shows, right? It's, if you can keep the macro going with your massive metal income.
right, while like not dying,
Yeah,
expanding and scaling E and
it's hard. It's hard. 8v8 is a casual experience comparatively.
I mean, there's a reason why you see the overlap between the two leaderboards, right? Like,
And like, wasn't there was like a point, right, where like Randy, like way back, started playing 8v8s, and like it also affected his 1v1s. I heard like he started becoming like far better at like the later game stages.
that's what I've been focusing on lately, despite what maybe the games looked like today. But
Yeah, well, it's a lot of messy games today, but I mean, I think it's good, right, to be a little more well-rounded as a
oh,
player.
absolutely, yeah, for sure. And it's like the formats complement each other in some ways, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Oh man.
that's not good.
He's just being constantly contained in this little like area by these pawns.
Did you see he lost 2 cons there? Sorry, in like bottom mid.
Oh, did he? No, I didn't. I did not see Teddy. Wait,
Yeah,
did Teddy lost the cons, or was
Contra
the?
lost
Oh,
2 cons
Contra.
in bottom mid, yeah.
Yeah, that. I mean, that's good. Teddy needs that. He needs wins like that to bring this
Yeah.
back. As I'm watching this like huge like graveyard that's piling up on his front door. Where I think Contra might have gone a little too hard on that. Like he's been leaving a lot of wrecks like right in front of Teddy.
Yeah, now there's enough grunts to kind of be out on the map and fight these on armies, right?
Yeah.
So
And
like this is where you don't want to be at maybe in the matchup like arm bots versus core bots, right? Against Teddy, right?
yeah.
Playing as the bot player, yeah.
I like that he's now Contra swapping air, right? Like this seems like a good
Yep.
like answer to that, right? You know, like Teddy he can't make grunts if he has no energy, and he's kind of been contained in this little corner. Maybe make some bombers, or somehow Alt F4 today did like every game he was doing a transport drop of units, like you know, like he had different solutions. Contra's picking up his commander with a transport. Wonder.
Sorry, Alt F4 must have gotten coaching from Zlo because that's the only other person I've ever seen do that.
Oh really?
Yeah,
It was very odd. Like it was every game he was doing that.
yeah, yeah. I think he must have spoken to, like, coincidentally they're both Russian, so that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Oh, Contra's flying for the reclaim field.
I like this move. I've been doing this in my own games recently. It's like as soon as you see a contested reclaim field, like, and you've gone second air, you can just transport your commander like right there. And
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Like you can't let Teddy have this reclaim for free, and like having your commander there is such a big threat. It's much harder to deal with.
he's gonna get construction turrets, maybe at least pulling these units off the front line, right? So
Yeah, Contra's gonna get there, and the bombers are following up behind it. Oh, where? Oh my God, how deep is he going? Oh, he's
Or
going
put a
deep.
dig on the lab.
Yeah, I wasn't sure he was going that deep. I'll be honest, but no, he's going the whole way. I think we might hear Teddy call it. I think.
Right, but like, he has to be able to get out though, because like Teddy's got a factory on the left side of Contra, you know. So
Yeah. I mean, his transport's still alive. Like,
okay, that's good.
he could probably like. I'm assuming he doesn't have to worry about an air lab, or at least he can probably assume, considering he just killed all of Teddy Z that he knows of. He probably doesn't have. Oh, there's an AA bot there. Actually, hold on.
Yeah, that's kind of scary, right? So now his commander's in the corner, and
It's
okay, he's gonna pull it out.
little risky. Oh man. Okay.
His commander's in a transport right now. He's flying like around. Okay.
Oh, this is all of a sudden. You know what? This is a little dicey.
Okay, Contra's pulling it back. Okay.
Yeah, he's looking like he's gonna be fine. The incisors are sniping some X's of Contras in the north, but I don't think that offsets exactly how much damage Teddy just took.
I'd like to see that commander go like bottom mid or something and just cap those 4 mexes, put up a radar,
Yeah.
make some LLTs.
Yeah, it seems very powerful to just start grabbing Mexes with it.
Yeah, and that bottom plateau.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, because they're kind of even in metal produced, weirdly enough, despite how this has been going for Teddy.
Look at this, like 7 incisors heading towards Contra's main base. Like there's like 4 pawns between that army and.
I mean, pawns trade really well into this, though, right? Like their DPS is high. Like, oh,
Look at
maybe
the
not.
main base. Yeah.
Maybe not if he does it like that. Oh
Just
God.
get two or three incisors in that wind farm, like we were talking about earlier, being a little lazy about.
Oh, Teddy's in danger though. Teddy's calm is in some big danger.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He's got E.
He's got a pounder. He doesn't have any E. Oh no.
No, Pounder's good though, right? Surely the Pounder's good here.
He needs to be really careful if he tries to D-gun, but I don't think he's even gonna bother. Oh, wait, Contra's comm got shot down? What, the AA bot? Oh my, I didn't even see his comm flying in! Oh my God, what? I was so focused on Teddy's commander that I did not see Contra going for the Hail Mary.
Oh, he's so far ahead, man.
That is twice today that Contra has taken a game where he is solidly ahead and thrown it away with an all-in. That's crazy. Wow, okay. I wish I had zoomed out slightly. You know what? I wish I had zoomed out slightly. We all agree that was a win for me. I don't know about that. Oh, man. That was... Yeah, you say, yeah. I don't know. I think Contra's use of his commander, I think, solidly just determined that he did not deserve to win that game. Like he took a very, very winnable game and threw that in the dumpster. Oh man. What are the odds that Teddy would have his AA bot right there? You know, like really, what are the odds? Surely.
I mean, where else is it gonna go, right?
I mean, yeah, or surely Teddy's gonna have AA in his new base. Like, I don't know. It seems like comp drop was maybe a little risky.
I'll stand by, just going bottom mid. And
Yeah, I agree.
behind it. Yeah.
Just macro, you know, just take your lead and make it a bigger lead.
Yeah, he did have units in the base, so that was gonna get a lot of damage.
Yeah, those incisors and the wind farm were gonna do quite a bit.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, you know, Contra just threw away basically an enormous army into that choke of the pounders and the LLTs, and like all of that was just Teddy's to do with, you know, he's gonna reclaim it, res it, whatever. Like he's gonna snipe E and get a free army on his doorstep. Teddy was he's in an okay spot. Ish. Mainly because of the choices of Contra, okay?
Oh, they didn't finish banning.
No. I think they're a little, they're hitting the exhaustion point, I think. Yeah, it's a pick, right? Because they did. I think they both decided to do a best of 3 though, right? Instead of a best of 5.
It's a best of 3.
Oh, it is a best of 3. Okay, well, they feel some relief from that, for sure.
Yeah, it's a little unnecessary in the qualifiers.
Well, especially because it's getting a little late for a lot of the Europeans, right?
Yeah, I mean they have a qualifier
They
to,
do.
to play it in, like, but,
They do have their own. Like this is the the qualifier, right?
yeah. So I guess I'm gonna wake up and play in the EU one.
Yep. Like when does
Which-
that? What time does that start?
Yeah, I'm in Central, right?
Yeah, so you're just 2 hours
So
ahead.
it's like 1 a.m. for
Oh
me.
God, yeah, I don't know about that one. Look, I'm gonna wish you luck, all right, and I will.
No sweat.
Yeah, we'll.
No
Hold on.
sweat.
That's a little too much for me. Oh my God.
We'll see. I'm gonna look at the tournament bracket actually. So there's 10 people registered. I'm gonna ban actually the people who already qualified from here. Well, not ban, but remove them from the bracket. Sorry.
Yeah, then it's not really like a whole lot of people left in that qualifier. That actually should be really quick.
Shadow Whisper is the caster, right?
Yes, yes. Which I think
Okay.
you decided to try and sign up, which, that's good.
Oh, I just removed them. Oops.
Oh.
I'll tell him to re-
Rip.
he was registered for the first like qualifier one. It just said like as caster next to his name.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So without him, with him there'd be 7 players registered. So
That's probably a little awkward.
yeah.
Oh man, I wanna play more of this map, I think.
Oh, Sierra Lada?
Yeah, it seems like a very interesting map.
I have a pretty solid build for this. To me, standard open would be like 3 mechs, bot lab,
Mhm.
4 bots. And what would you do? Like con first, 2 grunts con, and your second con makes your first construction turret. Because you should have if you have 200 and a full energy bar, you can make
Yeah.
a construction turret, right?
Yeah, the wind's
So
so
you get that
ridiculous, right?
Right, exactly. So you can fit those pretty well before your second con finishes, and then you can get a second construction turret very quickly thereafter and move out with your commander. So you either like would go mid or just like the other another corner, something like that.
Yeah.
So
We're not getting
But-
the mirrored spawns we've seen a lot of games today.
like close spawns, right?
Yeah. I feel like that can lead to a little more intense, little tense games where like they're in each other's faces much quicker.
I played a game versus Andy in these positions, right? And he was very aggressive moving down here, but I was able to like expand this way, right? So you
Yeah.
have to maybe not get tunnel vision. Like, yeah, there's a very short rush distance, but there's like a huge map to the right that you have to fight over still.
And it does bar does boil down to like who has better economy, right? And controlling mechs is pretty good. It's pretty good for that. And
I like to think of this map a lot like Fallendale.
oh really, Fallendale?
Yeah, so
I
if
can
you
kinda see that.
think that was Fallendale, right? So like your commander can either like move to the other corner,
Yeah.
or you can move down, right? So the same thing happens here. It's like, where's the other commander, right? It's like, say you both go mid. Well, then we see this like mid versus mid game.
Yeah.
You might not get it like this, like your commander moves here and then you push. You're never gonna get that like you might in Fallendale, but it's like you have this initiative of where your commander is. I think in this map, unlike other maps, right?
Yeah.
Like
Ooh.
Canis, right, or Theta, something like that.
Armed tanks from this spot from Teddy? I don't think I've seen that a single time today as an armed tank opener on this map. I think I maybe have seen literally everything else except for that. Wait, no, I haven't
Yeah.
seen air openers today.
He played this versus me and actually went like early mine layer. So I'm wondering if we'll see that again.
Mine layer? Where do you even build mines on this? Like on the 2 chokes near the near his base, or
He peppering them around the 3-mex expansions. So yeah.
okay, that's crazy. I would not. That is not what I would have expected at all.
I I don't think it's that good. Like maybe it's better versus like little slower, but
I mean, Teddy does seem to be like a really big fan of just mines in general. Like he seems to use them the most, I think, out of anybody's in 1v1 that I
well,
see.
from what I've seen, like Teddy just wants to draw the game out. Like the longer the game goes on, the better it is for him, right? So however he gets there, um, I should be fine. Like that's just what I've noticed.
Yeah, I mean, he's really good at macro, right? Like that seems to be Teddy's biggest strength. Like he's good at everything else, but he's also has a very good like fundamental knowledge
Well, like
of
yeah. Who
macro.
else would you want to like play? Like we're 30 minutes into a 1v1. Like what would be the worst case scenario?
Yeah, it's probably Teddy. It is probably Teddy. Look, we experienced that in the 5v5 tournament. All right, having this man on your team with all that just bundle of macro knowledge, pretty useful. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
He is very good at the game.
but his lab is idle there, but he was just idling it for another con, you know. So
Yeah.
he's got 4 cons actually. This is wild compared to the
Yeah,
two construction turrets. This is
he's being very greedy, I think, with this opening, right? Like this could get kind of like Contra's making actual units and he's making cons.
yeah. He has 3 cons and he's making a construction turret. This is kind of hilarious.
Like maybe it's just the Teddy diff, right? Maybe it's just the Teddy diff of just like you don't want to attack him. Who knows? Who knows what he could be up to? He could just spawn in some tanks in his base or something. Who knows? It's gonna be kind of hard, I think, for Contra to push up this hill though, especially with this commander there.
This is a great little like Contra. There's 2 LOT positions.
Yeah.
Really nice of blocking off that control that path there on the left side.
I've noticed Contra really likes doing this with like the like his early comm walk. He'll do like the LLT into like immediately into a solar. I didn't expect to see that on this map, of all maps, right? Like you usually I feel like don't e-stall on this map unless the wind is atrocious.
Well, you keep doing this because as soon as you say it, like when it drops down.
Yes, the moment I say it, it did just immediately die. And of course,
going down to 5, yeah.
he's making an E-star at the same time, which is only gonna just feel worse.
So here's something Chisato talked me into, was just making the resbot on this map. If you do like an area reclaim, you can see there's a lot. There's like what 30,000, 20,000 in like your little quadrant. So to me, that's enough to kind of justify making it, and it'll get you through these little like.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
So that's something I've been doing in my games. Like, what it might be like after like 10 grunts or so, I'll just get the resbot out.
Yeah. I know Chisato's been like a big proponent of like if there are trees on the map, you should be eating them. Like that is a resource you should be using, and it's like sometimes it is easy to forget, you know. That you don't always
So it's hard to notice like the trees aren't really like pop out at you as they might on like other maps, but
yeah, this one I actually didn't realize there was so much E-reclaim. It is actually kind of hard to tell.
There's enough to justify making one.
I agree.
So,
like that's a lot of energy, right, on the map. That does seem like it makes sense.
this is kind of scary, frankly.
What, the Janus push or?
Yeah, like the Janus like commander push that. Do you stop this, right? Commander's walking the other direction.
He's kind of getting surrounded. I mean, Teddy doesn't know it, but we can see he's kind of getting surrounded, and Pawns will DPS commander down very quickly.
Right. You could also maybe get a little friendly fire shot off. I've lost the game that way. This is kind of dangerous. Yeah.
Oh, he needs to back up to that cliff and have the best D-guns of his life.
2 LLTs are next. This is so close, right?
Oh man, nope. Yeah, the cliff. The cliff and the 2 LLTs is enough.
Commander's walking in. Is he gonna?
I mean, he has to know he didn't do enough damage. Like, the pawns did not get to shoot very much there. Like, that was not a whole lot of damage he did to Teddy.
Yeah, you're right. You can kind of tell the HP on the commander.
Yeah, with like the texture change and stuff.
Yeah,
it's kind
of. That looks like a pretty healthy, commander to be.
Oh.
Not that I ever go for comp snipes. So.
Contra's walking for the base. He is fully committing to walking at this base.
No, I like this, right? He committed to the 2 early Janus. Bocha were down. Oh, this attack.
I mean, the Blitzer. I mean, surely Teddy just swaps his lab to Janus on repeat here, right? Like, just like, how does Contra walk into any amount of Janus? Yeah, there we go. Teddy, he's listening to me. Although I guess he's putting all his BP into the LLTs, right?
Right. He's got to. This is gonna be close because he's stalling on E and. No, sorry.
Oh, I mean, if one Janus gets out, it's gonna be like with the two LLTs. Like that's kind of like the Janus got its shot off. Oh,
Smart.
what?
He's got it.
He does. Yeah, I mean,
He's got to back up though.
yeah. There's another LLT being dropped. The Contra is still alive. Wait, Contra could die. Contra, stop paying attention.
You need to back up there.
Oh my God. This man is too free and loose with his comm. You know what? I'm gonna say it. He's too free and loose with his comm.
No, but like he'll develop it, right? So it's like he'll get better at this. So trust me. So yeah.
I mean, maybe.
Anyway.
But this is like the third game today. This is the third game today that he did that. Although this one, at least, he wasn't. I don't think he was in nearly as solid of a position as the other two games. Like Teddy was really threatening his base with that push, but